Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Sorry I'm late. This broadcast is for demonstration educational purposes only. It's important to know that I'm not offering any type of financial advice. I'm not a licensed trade advisor, and there is a significant amount of risk when trading the financial markets. If you're not familiar with those risks, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. All right. Good morning, everybody. Let's very quickly pivot to the Forex Factory. Hope everyone had a nice evening. We don't want to have any unpleasant surprises. Ever had one of them? An unpleasant surprise? This morning at 8:30 were the unemployment claims. Today is Thursday, September 4th. September 4th. If you're joining us today, that's the good news. Any day above ground, you're doing well. You're off to a good start. It's a blessing. Amen. So unemployment claims came out today, this morning at 8:30. Let's see what they were. A decrease of 4,000 from the previous week. Not a big change. Okay. That's why we need AI, right? It could tell us what all that is saying very quickly. Okay, so the unemployment claims came out, and we'll take a look and see what the market's reaction was. We got 1 minute. Let's see what's going on. At 10 o'clock, we have a red folder report. That's the big one. We have crude oil, natural gas. Excuse me. So 10 o'clock, we have the ISM Services PMI. We'll be very careful at 10 as to not hold any positions through. What we have on the leaderboard today is a repeat. We have the Haymaker up 1247. I don't think there's any doubt as to which is going to be my leader account this morning. After yesterday, my goodness. There goes the market open. We're going to have the Haymaker. The Haymaker. As the leader account. The Haymaker. Good morning, Rao. Good morning, Rion. Good morning, Rodney. We've got a lot of new members I know that are not able to speak on, type in on YouTube. And until we get this mess straightened out, I encourage you to chat through Discord in our general chat channel on Discord. I'm monitoring that as we trade. So if you have any questions from me and the chat's turned off on your YouTube, please put it in the general chat in Discord. It's 9:31. Let's let the market settle down for just a couple of minutes here. Looking for, man, it could be a really nice short roll here on that Haymaker. Now remember, the Haymaker is a signal A entry. What do I mean by a signal A? Very common question. A signal A, let me explain the trigger. The trigger signal A is looking at my RSI line in the Laguerre oscillator. In order for it to take a short, it has to break down below the 80% line. So it would be pinned to the top and then come down below like it just did. However, there's an important condition. In order for it to take a short, our 50 EMA has to be red. So it can't be a counter trend trade. So these are really beautiful entries when the market starts to get overbought and it retraces back down to the 50, and our RSI line will come all the way down to 0, and it'll bounce off the 50 and shoot up. If it breaks up through the 20% line, it's going to go long with a green 50. Our smart velocity is in. Let's keep an eye on the leaderboard. Here we go. We're getting a nice bounce to the upside here. There's a lot of resistance on the 20 Unirenko. If the market just becomes one directional, we may need to pivot to a signal B or C. A signal A does well when there's big swings up and down. There's a really good volatility, and we're in that ranging channel. And then it reverses and comes back down. That signal A starts bringing home the bacon. So this wouldn't be a short entry because my 50 is green. But if it keeps retracing and my RSI line comes below into this shaded, red shaded area of my Laguerre oscillator, and it pops back up through it with a green 50, it'll go long. It's a pull back and go. Filters out the counter trend entries. Appears we're getting some buying pressure here. Let's see if we get this break. There it goes. Just broke through. The Mack truck. Mack truck is already in. For a $750 win. ES30 range 1-day pass. Is in it too. On this move up. Now we need a retracement. We need a retracement back to the 50. Come on down. Come back. Come back. Here we go. A little further. We need this RSI line to break down through the 20%. A little bit more of a pullback. Okay, now we need a pop to the upside, and we're in long. We've got this upside resistance right in our way, though. Here we go. Let's try it again. Come nice and tight to the 50. Yeah, I am. I am, Ralph. I'm gonna give it a try. Unless I see something start running up my leaderboard. Right now, the haymaker is number one, with exception to the 1 day pass on crude oil. Now this is setting up nice for a long here. Need a reversal. Come on up. Come on up. You're long Nasdaq. Nasdaq starting to align to the short side now. Well, our 20U is right at the 50. There's David messaged me. David Wise said good morning. Oh, what a beautiful short. Oh man, was that a beautiful short. Good volume. Good volume. Look at that volume. 3,000 contracts a minute. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, we got the red folder report. Be careful. Had the big Powerball drawing last night. 1.4 billion. I was dreaming about having the winning lottery numbers. Nobody won it though. A little bit higher, a little bit higher. Come up a little higher. We need that signal A. Come on, bounce to the 50, a little higher. There you go. Now we could get a short roll here. This could be our short entry. Nice and tight to the 50. Let's run. Oh, man, why didn't I get in that trade? We need a down close. This haymaker has a lot of risk, but we're going to be using, remember, the candlestick pattern recognition and the exit on the color on the line change, which is a couple of those smart stops. Here we go. We're in. I'm going to move my profit target right above. I don't want it to. I want it to have a clear path. Let's see if we can get some follow through the downside here. Come on down. Just that fast, the risk is off. Come on down. Keep coming. Don't stop now. Come on down. Nice, nice. Come on down. Hit my profit target. Come on, roll down. Nice. All right, I'll take that. Close enough. Got about 350 across each account. Let's move this back down and see if it would have broke it had I not touched it. Yeah, that was the haymaker, Rao. That was the haymaker. I played my leaderboard. I did, listen, after yesterday, um, I said, hey, this morning I'm playing my leaderboard. I got to practice what I preach. So we were able to lock in on that one trade, about 350 across all three accounts. And I did, prior to the live stream, I ran my hottest strategies for the week. This also plays into the decision-making process. Our new AI integration that's coming out, hopefully at the end of the week, if not this week, next week for sure. Your computer, your ChatGPT is going to automatically put you on the most profitable bot. So this morning it told me, hey, besides the crude oil one-day pass, which has been crushing it, the next best strategy, the haymaker, then the Steven drone, then the retirement plan, and then the Nasdaq 20U Mac truck. So those were my top 5 AI bots. It also gave me the top 5 iBots, and it gave me my best one-day passes. Crude oil's at 50%, the E-minis at 33, and the Nasdaq 30 range just over 33%. So those are statistically the ones that are doing the best. Gerald, good morning. Gerald made you made my day yesterday. Gerald passed, man, I wish I could pull up that. Let me see if I could send that. I wanted to take your last name out of it, but I'm going to put it in Discord. I'm just going to remove your last name because I think that's, some privacy. But Gerald sent me 2 certificates yesterday from Apex. Congratulations, Gerald. Man, I tell you, you made my night last night. I know Gerald for years and years, and man, it's so great to see you have some success. I'm a firm believer. Hey, you don't really know what it is uh, to be up unless you've been down, right? Unless you've been down in the gutter, you don't know what it is. The lows and highs are that much more sweeter. The highs are that much more sweeter when you've been through something, when you've got a story to tell. And Gerald, my friend, do you have a story to tell? So the Mack truck, the haymaker, crude oil. I don't know. Is it a coincidence? Look at number 1, crude oil. Number 2, haymaker. Number 5, Mack truck. Retirement plans up. So 4 out of the 5 that ChatGPT gave me to trade this morning, 4 out of the 5 are on my leaderboard. Hey, Antonio, good morning. How do I lock? Oh, here, look at this beautiful entry now. I'll show you, Antonio. If I was in this trade, Antonio, you see this red X that's on the haymaker? In this column, there's a red X. If I was copying this trade to my PA accounts and it was in those accounts, I would have that red X there. And I would be able to click on the red X when I want to take profits and close that position on my PA accounts. Here comes the haymaker again. Okay, it got out on the smart stop. That was a bearish engulfing candle. It felt there was a reversal coming and got out. So even though you're risking 100 ticks, we have a couple of safety nets in place, which really saved us on that trade. You can see. You see the smart stop CP. What that means is that's the candlestick pattern recognition. This was a bearish engulfing candle. When that candle came, it quickly exited the trade and took a small gain, or it got out at break even. And sure enough, that market reversed very quickly. I was even thinking last night with watching when we're in this ranging market and there's a clearly defined range that the market is trading at, trading in between, I should say. That's signal A entry. I was going to do a test and take off the condition for the 50 being red or green. That condition with the 50 being red or green is to prevent a counter trend trade. But I was curious how it would do if we took away that condition. I just counter trend trades kind of, to me, it's like listening to fingernails on a chalkboard. But I was curious to see how it would do. See, we would be in this trade long right now, even though the 50 is red. And we'd be in this trade, hopefully, and ride it right up to resistance. Ten o'clock, we got that big report coming out. What I can do to test that theory, if I wanted to, I can go to my strategies tab and select new strategy, and I can select in my available list the AI auto trader. Here we go, we're getting a short roll on that haymaker. Um, and go to template, load, and find that haymaker template. and go to my signal A entry and just remove the condition. Oh no. I thought I had fixed this morning. It's my Ninja's about to crash. Okay, let's go back. I thought I had fixed it this morning. I'm gonna meet with Sergio this as soon as we're done. I'm really sorry about this. I'll have it back in a second. Okay, so I'm going to flatten all my positions. Go back to my strategies and enable them. In 5 minutes, we've got that red folder report. Anybody need a lagometer? If you're not trading with a lagometer, you're in big trouble. Fill out. I'm going to put a link in the chat box. If you don't have one of these here, um, I've got something that's going to really blow your mind. When you see your system has lag that you didn't even know you were getting, and it's affecting every trade that you take, I assure you. You've got to be in sync with the atomic clock. Okay, let me try to log in here. Okay, let me move this over to where I can see it. I have to go back. I put this link in the room last week, and I need to go and check my list because I'm gonna um, be in contact to give it to you. Okay, we're back in on the haymaker short. No, we're not. This is not the haymaker. That's the power play. Let's see how the power play makes out on this. There goes the report. There goes the report. The haymaker traded right through it. I think the haymaker. I love to watch them trade and just see what they're doing, see how they manage the position, the conditions of the entries. But I see here that it traded pretty close to that area of support or resistance. So that is something in the strategy parameters that we can make an adjustment. But I mean, the way it's performing, I wouldn't try to fix it, right? We probably would want to fix one that's losing, not one that's on the leaderboard every day. Listen, if you don't have a lagometer like I do, it doesn't matter whether you trade an automated strategy or discretionary. If you're running NinjaTrader, click my link, fill out that form, and do yourself a favor. You got to know if you're getting lag on your computer. We'll get you in sync with the atomic clock. We'll get your computer running optimally with as little lag as humanly possible. Man, we might get this break to the short side. Here we go. There goes the haymaker. This could be to the races. Steven is coming up the leaderboard. That's 5 for 5 on my list of strategies to go with. Steven was the missing link. It's now on the leaderboard. Retest, retest. Let's see if we can get a break here. We get a break, we got some running room. Getting some selling pressure. Let's see if it pops. Oh, there we go. There we go. We can put the leapfrog in this one. Trying to get in my profit window now. I think it's got to go to 750 plus 750. Look at this haymaker. Look at this haymaker. Bam, we're in the profit window. Oh, it took a smart stop. It took had a bullish engulfing candle, took profits on the trade, and we're up over $2,000 on that haymaker. This is a repeat of yesterday. I had a feeling it was going to happen too. What a beautiful entry. Look at where it took a short. Way back here. It gives it a nice amount of room to mature. Mack truck's back in. Oh, Antonio. Oh, man. Look at micro Bitcoin. I'm in a monster trade on the micro Bitcoin. Look at that entry. That's a signal A entry. That's MBT. It's setting up again, Antonio. Here comes another one. You see my Laguerre, my Laguerre, my excuse me, my RSI line and my Laguerre broke down through the 80% line. My 50 is red. That's a short trigger. Wow, this haymaker is having some week, let me tell you. If I show you the numbers, on the haymaker this week. You can't help but be impressed. Here we go. Back in short. Nice and tight to the 50. Nice and tight to the 50. We got to pull back and go. Our 20U is still locked to the downside. My RSI line on my higher time frame. Although it is retracing back to the 50. Wow, look at this haymaker. Look at the numbers this has put up this week. This is on my computer, trading one contract, full automation, 53.92, a 60% win rate. But look at the difference of my wins and my losses. That's the key. My risk to reward, even though I have 100 tick stop. Listen to this. I have 100 tick stop on this strategy. However, my average losing trade is 170. You might ask, how is that possible? Wow, excuse me. It looks like the largest loser is 500, so 100 ticks. How is that possible? We have what we call our smart stops. The candlestick pattern recognition. Sometimes this stop will be attached to the 15 EMA. But look, the haymaker's back in a trade now. It's up 53.92 for the week. And let's watch this trade mature. Took another beauty short. And the haymaker is one of the few strategies, the haymaker retirement plan, that have stuck with us. For years now. Tomorrow we'll do a weekly review of the top bots. We'll take a look at, once today's session is finished, we'll look at remember, this was a shortened week. We weren't open on Monday. Didn't trade Monday. So Tuesday through Friday this week, 4 days. Coming up right behind me is professional options trader David Wise. What a brilliant trader he is. Got out on that's a perfect example of how this system protects that downside. It read that candlestick pattern recognition, closed out and jumped in long. It picked up that momentum was shifting. Instead of taking a full loser, it got you in on the right side of the trade. Look at that. We got a clear path right to our profit target. I got to tell you, I'm really, really impressed with this haymaker. I kind of dismissed it because of the 100 tick stop for my PA account, but seeing that the average losing trade is $170 on the average, when the haymaker loses, it loses 170. It has a 100 tick stop, so that's pretty impressive. And that's not just a couple of trades. That's out of 33 trades. Let's regenerate this just to make sure. Okay, it's at 52.82. Let's keep everything honest. Excuse me for just a moment. I'm just going to run to the restroom. Okay, Mack Truck back in. Haymaker number 1. Crude oil. Mack Truck number 3. Steven. Number 4. And here comes RJ. Well, it is official. My wife got her master's degree. All of her classes are completed. In January, she's going to be marching down that aisle for graduation. Her father, may he rest in peace, was a physician, and her goal was always he always wanted her to be in the medical field, wanted her to be a doctor, but she got as close as she could, and she's a nurse educator. She'll be teaching other nurses how to become RNs. We're going to be going to the ceremony's actually in Lakeland, which is by not far from Orlando. Thank you. Yes, big accomplishment. So proud of her. And I know her father, God may he rest in peace. I know he's very proud looking down. So it has great meaning, this one. Thank you, Robert. Let's take a quick look at Steven. I saw it was barely on the leaderboard. It's not having the banner day that it did on Tuesday. On Tuesday, we watched Steven crush it. Wednesday, the haymaker. Now Thursday, the haymaker again. But Steven kind of stole the show on Tuesday, but the haymaker very quietly did well. Ral, you're great. That's right, Ral. We're going to be giving away some evaluation accounts today. Just a few minutes here, just a minute. We're going to draw four names on Thursday for our right line funding accounts. In fact, let me log in to Our Trader Pro. With Our Trader Pro, once we log in, I have all scrunched up here. What this is a chart right out of our Trader Pro. And if you go to your Art Trader Pro, they have in your dashboard here, one of the options is to open a chart. And you can open up that chart and I believe it was nq.cme. If you type in nq.cme, the exchange, you'll get a chart that looks just like this. And we're going to show the trade bar. And then we can squeeze this. What we do is we select the prop account. Will show up in a drop down. And then we could put a quantity. If we want to trade one contract or two contracts, we would put it here. And then what we can do is we could squeeze this. And looking at our Ninja chart, we can execute a trade right on the prop account. So now I just went long and I'm in this position long. I could wait for the bot to execute a trade and follow the trade. But it gives us the ability to trade those right line funding accounts while we're looking at the Ninja Trader charting. We're actually in an open, we're kind of in discussions now with Ninja Trader. Looking for a viable path to use their platform. Also, we have the ETP, the platformless trade copier, which is also, I think we're very close to having that as really a viable solution of bridging Ninja Trader and right line funding accounts. Adrian, the owner, is very committed to making that tool run seamlessly. He does recognize that there's a few hiccups and he's very close to a solution. I'm a member of the Discord for ETP. And he's just a day or two away from releasing a really nice update to fix the issue. Well, my Mack truck is right back in a beautiful long position. Coming right up the leaderboard. But what I was going to do is, before my computer died out, was I was going to make a duplicate haymaker strategy and just split test it. Um, do it with the out of the box settings and then run one without that 50 filter and let it trade long when the 50 is red and just do a comparison of the results. All right, Gerald. That's okay. Those are the only ones that count, right? Thank you, Charles. Thank you. So what Charles has really, been the leader on this in our team with coordinating with ETP. And once we're comfortable with that as being a solution, with how the tool operates, we've been considering making it available to those that are members of Right Line Funding in one capacity or another. We haven't quite defined what those conditions are yet, but we do want to include the trade copier for our Right Line Funding members. This way, when you buy a prop account, you'll automatically get that tool, that ETP trade copier, so you can use Ninja and you can use our bots or our tools or any Ninja tools to trade those Right Line Funding accounts. Let's pick four winners. Let's pick four winners for today. I put the lagometer in a little earlier. If you put your name and number in on that page, we're going to be in touch with you and we're going to get you this lagometer. Just so you know, and I think it's important that you do know, is 95% of new members that we install this system on are not synced with the atomic clock. No, I mean, listen, let's be honest. I don't even know what the atomic clock really is. It's not the atomic bomb. Uh, some people hear atomic this or that and they, dismiss it. But it has to do with the clock being synced with your computer's clock. And what it'll do is it'll cause a minimum of a half second of lag. And you say, oh, only a half a second. But it's that half a second and another half a second because your this or that is running in the background, and another half a second because you've got too many charts open up and you've got too many days of data loaded, and this half a second. Before you know it, well, the trade passed you by. What the price you're looking at is nowhere close to where price actually is. I used to think it was a rigged game and they were cheating me, but that's not what it is. It's the lagometer, the lag, the latency. So make sure you fill out your name and number for that lagometer, and we're going to get one installed and get all the lag off of your computer. I'm going to select four names at random. And the winners today: RJ, Vince G, Mo, and KT. RJ, Vince G, Mo, KT. Katie. Your names were randomly selected today. We're going to post it in our Discord for Right Line Funding. And you will receive a coupon code for $1 for a $50,000 eval. Some really exciting news. I was in our meeting this morning. Mark Miller is going to start joining me very soon. We're redoing our workflow, our workspace here for YouTube to include two of us, and hopefully more in the future. And Mark is really excited about it because Mark is just so much fun. And his style of trading is a lot of fun as well. Okay, so let's go to the Right Line Funding. And let me just show you. The 50% sale is still active. It's not too late yet. We have the $50,000 eval starting at just $29. The The website address, let me see if I can paste it here. You know what? Let me put it on a notepad. If you want to be in the drawing to win those $1 accounts, you have to join our Discord. And I'm going to put a link for our Discord. And you'll need to register on our site, obviously. To get the prop account, you have to be registered on the site. I see I do have some members to approve. We'll get anybody pending approved today. But let me also invite you. I think it's also in the description of this video. Join our Discord on Right Line Funding for daily drawings. And we have the straight to sim funded. Want to skip the eval and not have to go through all the blood, sweat, and tears. Wow, that's amazing, Rao. So for $299, you go straight to sim funded on the $50,000 side. Amazing. That's amazing, Rao. I've heard about some of those Forex bots do really well. The $150,000 eval is 99 bucks. 99 bucks, you get a $150,000 account. It is a sim account. And if you want to go straight to sim funded on the $150,000 account, it's $449, which is very competitive. Very good pricing. We also have our Profit King Challenge, where you can compete for cash prizes. Our next payout is scheduled for Friday, September 5th, this Friday. And we're going to be giving away potentially over $2,000 in payouts for first through 10th place. So we've got some really exciting opportunities on the prop trading side. And the website address is rightlinefunding.com. If you join our Discord, you'll be in the daily drawings for $1 accounts. And I hope you, please, on your way out this morning, if you would, like my video. Let's get the last trade in on this ES trade on the 30 range. Please like my video on your way out. It gets new eyes on our products and services. I like to refer to it as job security. More people that like my video, it ensures that I'll be back tomorrow. Well, the market is bouncing back. It's good to see. I always get nervous when I see these sell-offs. I think of my retirement. I got this retirement account that's tied to the stock market. Forex gold. Last trade. Last trade before we sign off. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. Thanks for joining us. I really want to get the chat opened up to our members. Charles sent me a message yesterday regarding one of our members wanting to use the chat. If your chat is turned off, if you're new, please, for now, we can use the Discord. I'm monitoring it while I'm trading here. But if you use this general chat channel and you have a question, I'll be able to answer it in real time. Boy, this market is popping. Look at this. Steven came up just under $500 for Steven. Let's look at Steven for the week. The Steven for the week is up 21.84. $21.84 trading one contract. Let's just generate it, make sure we're current. Yes. I always like to look at the analysis. I like to see when. When does it do well? From 7:30 to about 10 o'clock, does extremely well. This was our leaderboard for the day so far. The power play bot was up 316. Retirement plan 250. ES Leapfrog is in a trade now, it looks like. Yep. Oh, it's in a big trade right now. Let's pivot to the ES8U Leapfrog. This is the Leapfrog. Hey, Mark. Good morning. Good to see you, sir. We're on the last trade of the day. We're watching the ES on an 8 Unarenko Leapfrog. You can see it's already locked in about $600 in profits. My stop is protecting those gains. Okay. Well, it finished today at minus 150 on the leapfrog. So, listen, I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Thanks again for joining us. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place, same channel. On your way out the door, please like my video here on YouTube. Great job, Mark. Let's make some moolah. Amen. Congratulations. Let's do it again tomorrow. I got a feeling we'll need some more. Never is enough, is it? Have a great day, everybody. So long.